Fear, false evidence appearing real. Fear of failure is one of the biggest roadblocks in our success. It forces us to avoid situations where we might make a mistake or fail, which truly limits us in reaching our true potential. If you are someone who is struggling to overcome fear of failure or have recently experienced a fear of failure, then this video is for you. My name is Shashank, your purpose clarity coach on a mission to help people change their passion into their purpose. The number one reason why people fail is because they are afraid of failure. Success demands failure. Repeat after me. Success demands failure. The only way you will become great at something is if you are willing to fail at it over and over again and still be perseverant to excel at it. But now the question arises, how to overcome the fear of failure? I will share 3 practical tips with you that you can implement in your life and overcome your fear of failure. Tip number 1. Stop obsessing about others' opinion. The fact that people who are struggling with fear of failure are not afraid of failing as much as they are afraid of what others will think about them if others find out that they have failed. They are actually afraid of criticism. They are struggling with the fear of rejection or fear of being judged. How do I know that? Because I have experienced this myself. I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago, and in the last 2.5 years, do you know how many videos I have posted? 0. I was overthinking. I was giving way too much emphasis on what others will think about my videos, how others will react after seeing my videos. Once I realized it, that I was overthinking, I changed it. Now I am actively sharing my videos, sharing my knowledge and helping out others. So stop getting affected by the opinion of others. You cannot control it. Whatever is not in your hand or in your control, just let go. Fear of failure coming from opinion of others is an external thing. Just let go of that. But you may ask, how can I overcome that? The simple solution to this is your why. Why you want to do an activity, why you are doing this. If your why is strong, then others' opinion will not affect you. Every day, remind yourself your why. Make your why so strong that others cannot affect it. So, stop obsessing about others. That will really help you in overcome your fear of failure. Tip number 2. Always think of the best case scenario. Your fear of failure may be coming from your amazing capability to think of the worst scenario. You can think everything that can go wrong in the worst possible manner. I want you to flip it over and think of the best scenario. Once you start thinking and visualizing the best thing that can happen, soon it will become your reality. So think of the best case scenario instead of the worst case scenario. Whenever your mind starts wandering towards the worst case scenario, tell your mind to stop, relax and bring it back and think of a best case scenario. Next tip. Treat your failure as a feedback. Learn from your failures. Take feedback from your failures. Take ownership of your mistakes. Once you take ownership, you will become more powerful. Whenever you experience a failure, ask yourself these 2 questions. Question 1. What did you learn from this failure? Question 2. List down at least 2 positive things about this experience. Now, question 1 might be easy for a lot of you. It will be like a walk in the park. But for question 2, you may struggle because your mind may refrain you from listing down the positive things because we are not used to thinking positive in negative situation. In fact, we can think negative in a positive situation. But you have to write it down. I want you to inculcate a habit of seeing the glass as half full instead of half empty. So once you start answering these two questions, soon you will start accepting the failure as a feedback. You learn from it, you improve, and then you take your step towards the success. If you implement these tips in your life on a day-to-day basis, soon your fear of failure will be a history. I would really love to hear your story, how this video has helped you to overcome your fear of failure. Put your story in the comment box. I want to end this video with a quote from Zig Ziglar. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours.